Big Herc 916, positivity, motivation, never settle for average. Go pick you up a hat, man. Represent nsfa.co and let people know that ain't nothing average about you. I've told you guys before to watch out for the little guys. They can do a lot of things that will definitely surprise you. And I dropped a video some years back on, what happens when you're a little person in prison. And hey, the little guy in prison that I knew, man, they wasn't putting up with no shit, and they were all about their business. Check out this, and you let me know if you'd want to give this person any type of static. Hey, and this is no jab at, little people, but one of my best friends when I was in YA was a little guy. And I'm not saying little as far as demeanor per se, but I'm saying as far as wasn't 6 foot. My partner, he's probably about 5'5", but he was about his business, man, and he didn't, take no shit. He didn't put up with no mess. And, we did some big things together on the street. And I've seen, like I said, firsthand, a lot of guys who maybe aren't what's considered the biggest and the tallest, do things that would amaze you. And so you have to always give people the benefit of the doubt, because you can learn from any and everybody. You can get game from any and everybody. And, there's no telling what you can acquire as far as knowledge and giving somebody the opportunity to be heard. There's a lot of bullying on the internet, and I can't really see how somebody could bully somebody on the internet, because technically you could just delete them, block them, not even get on the internet. You don't even have to have social media and you can get by in life. But you kind of been conditioned to think that you need social media, so therefore you have all these profiles and you look at the comments, and if you are somebody who's emotionally moved by somebody saying something, then it can affect you, and in turn it can be considered bullying. And I think it's really all a joke. It's a way to make people more codependent and to censor free speech. I've seen where somebody says something is a hate speech, but if you're talking to 100 people and 2 people don't like what you say, is it considered hateful? The fact that whatever's being said is actually being heard, it gives it an opportunity to be rebutted. And that's what having a conversation is all about. There are plenty of things that not everybody's going to agree with, but it doesn't mean that you have to eliminate that person or hurt that person physically. I mean, yeah, words can hurt you emotionally if you allow them to. But why would you allow somebody's opinion to affect your world, your life, if that person doesn't exist in your life? You don't have to hang out with them. You don't have to spend time with them. You could simply just ignore them. So this ties back into the little people because, the discrimination, whether it's somebody who's considered small, little, dark skinned, light skinned, chubby, whatever the case may be, it's really irrelevant because you have the ability to not pay any attention to that person. You can become successful in your own right. There are certain things that you do have control over. I don't have control over the fact that I'm born black, and I'm not really black. I'm brown. But they quote unquote use the term black to define a race of people, which I'm brown, a darker brown than perhaps somebody who's Hispanic, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Native American, and so be it. And then you have people who say they're white, but they're really not white per se. They're maybe a lighter caramel or maybe a paler brown. But it's just all terms. If you're healthy and you feel that life is treating you well and you love yourself, then who cares? Who cares? Do your thing and, be happy in life. And hey, man, if you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, then don't say it. I mean, nothing's compelling you to make a comment that's derogatory. And the people who do make those comments, the people who do troll, are pretty miserable, because if they take the time and energy to actually troll you or to make a comment on a post rather than create their own post, that tells you that they have nothing going on in their life. Somebody who takes the 10 minutes or 5 minutes to sit there and write something hateful, man, look, you don't even need to pay them attention. Why would you go out of your way to even acknowledge your comment? I get them all the time. I get death threats. I get people, talking mad shit. I'm gonna do this to you, blah blah blah. Let's catch a fade. Look, man, I'm 49 now. I done caught enough fades in my life. I done been through so much stuff, man, that I would rather not even have experienced. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let some little buster on the internet, get me all riled up. I'll just delete the comment. Sometimes I'll say something slick back just because it's like, the nerve of this person. But those keyboard warriors, those people who are behind the keys like that, hiding thousands of miles away, they would never do nothing in your face. So if you're, whether considered a larger person, a shorter person, a black person, a white person, a Mexican person, Latino, Hispanic, whatever you put yourself in, whatever category, and you feel that somebody is saying something negative about you, man, look, don't pay them 2 cents, man. Do your thing. And like I said, man, never underestimate the little people, man, because they might put hands on you and bust your ass. Big Herc 916. Stop walking around with a crusty butt, smelly ball sack, and a funky hoo-ha. Big Herc said, wash that ass. Pick you up a t-shirt at freshoutseries.com. Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.